welcome or welcome back to my channel. Let's get some books today. What does that mean? Oh, these are looking correct. What? My head is completely empty. A couple of days ago, I saw a creator on here. If I could find his page again, I will pop it on the screen. But I saw him doing this challenge where he was guessing popular books based on like 5 facts about them. One thing about me is I love a game. I love a little competition with myself, and I feel like I'm not always on top of the trends with reading, but I definitely know a lot of very popular books, and I think like the general premise. So I thought that it would be fun to guess some books today. I actually entered a prompt into chat because there was actually nobody in my life who I could ask to do this for me, because nobody reads in my life. So chat has given me some prompts. I kind of tested it out and tried to perfect the prompts to make sure I was getting exactly what I wanted, and I think I did. I actually checked the first prompt already and I couldn't guess it, so we'll see a very new, not so cute side of me if I can't guess these, because I am very competitive. But let's get into it. Okay, book 1. 2 timelines unfold, one in a glamorous European city, 1 decades later. I have watched this one already and I still have no idea. One in a glamorous European city. So when I think a glamorous European city, immediately I'm thinking Paris. Glamorous is a very specific word. Paris. Centers on a mysterious author and a hidden manuscript. Hidden manuscript. When I think hidden manuscript, I think not necessarily hidden, but yellow face, but that was not in Paris or Europe at all, I don't think. When I think manuscript, I also think of that one Colleen Hoover book that everybody used to read about. I've never read it. Oh my god. No. Yeah, I as I said, I already tried my hand at this one very briefly, but I just have no idea. I don't even remember the name of the Colleen Hoover book. Explores obsession, authorship, and truth. Became a major bestseller partly due to social media buzz. When I read this one, I thought immediately of the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I'm not sure that Evelyn Hugo had a manuscript. I know that somebody was. I also haven't read that. It just never interested me. I have no idea. Title references both a person and a book. Okay, so I should have settled the ground rules before. I get 1 point for each level that I pass in a prompt. So the first prompt, if I guess it on the very first prompt for that book, I will get 5 points. And if I guess it on the second one, I'll get 4 points, so on and so forth. So this one, I don't want to give nothing. First answer, I'm going to go and say, just because of the buzz, and I think that somebody's writing a manuscript, and I know it's a very glamorous book, I just don't know where it's set. I'm going to go The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for this book. All the Evelyn Hugo fans are probably screaming at me. I'm so sorry, guys, I'm sorry. The answer to question 1 is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have actually put this in right after the clip where I guessed it so that you don't have to wait, but I've been waiting this entire video to see my answers. So when you see the next clip, you'll understand why I'm so excited. Okay, book number 2. A famous reclusive actress recounts her life and that's crazy. That's so crazy. That is Evelyn Hugo. Final answer. Okay. Okay. Well, my first one was wrong. That's okay. Whatever. Okay, I will continue to read the others, but I am locking in The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for book 2. Structured as a tell-all interview, themes of identity, love, and reinvention. Old Hollywood setting with modern framing. The number in the title is significant. Oh my god. The answer to number 2 is also The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. What? What? Why would you put them both on this list and back to back? That is so crazy. So crazy. Book 3 follows 4 friends across decades in New York. Follows 4 friends across decades in New York. The second one is known for its emotional intensity and controversial themes. Because of that prompt, I'm going to go with, oh my god, don't tell me I can't remember the name. The one with that guy crying on the cover. A Little Life. I think this one is A Little Life because I don't know what it's about, but I do know that it follows a group of people as well as our main character, and I also know that it is very controversial for like how emotionally heavy it is and the traumas that are dumped into it. So I'm going to go A Little Life. I can't change this when I see other prompts, but okay, yeah. Explores trauma, ambition, and friendship. Okay. Notably long and deeply character driven. Okay, I'm still locked in. Title sounds deceptively simple. A Little Life. Yep, I'm completely locked in on that one. A Little Life is book number 3. I also haven't read that because there's like a certain level of trauma that I could deal with in a book. Number 3, the answer is A Little Life. Book 4, a woman relives the same night repeatedly. Relives the same night? One night only. Same night repeatedly. This could be so many books. This could be any Groundhog's Day trope situation. I know that this one Lynn Painter where I think this girl or this woman is repeating Valentine's Day, but I don't remember the name of it. Okay, let's go on. Each version changes. Oh, each version changes one key decision. Is this The Midnight Library? Is it? I feel like it could be because I also haven't read that. I also specifically asked chat for books that are not on my shelf. So it might seem like I just have never read anything, but I just specifically wanted books that I haven't read because I feel like the prompts that he was giving me for the books on my shelf were definitely too easy and I wanted a challenge. So okay, yeah, I'm going to lock in The Midnight Library for 4 points at this point, but let's see. Explores regret, fate, and alternate lives. Yeah, I'm still locked in on The Midnight. Contemporary speculative fiction. Title references a specific time. Midnight. Yeah, I'm definitely locked in on Midnight Library. Okay, number 4, The Midnight Library. Am I cooking or what? I feel like I'm doing really well, but the delayed gratification of if I'm actually getting these correct is really stressing me out. So, book number 5, a young woman inherits a mysterious house filled with secrets. I want to instinctively go the inheritance games, but does she inherit the house or does she just inherit the entire fortune? And she also has to play for it, so she doesn't necessarily inherit it outright. But for 5 points, I'm going to guess the inheritance games. Yeah, okay. Tour through puzzles, clues, and riddles. Family legacy plays a central role. YA crossover appeal. Title includes a surname. What? The inheritance games. Title includes a surname. Unless they're talking about the Hawthorne legacy or whatever, which is it that Hawthorne something, which is one of them. So maybe not the first inheritance games book. I would 1000% give myself that point, because why are you giving me a book in a trilogy and it's not the first book? AI. I have no further guesses. Aside from it being one of the inheritance games books in the trilogy. What the heck? Okay, I was actually correct. The inheritance games. What was that last prompt about then? What was the last prompt about? Whose surname is inheritance or games? Or the? I'm so confused about that. Book number 6. A grieving woman forms an unexpected bond with an octopus. Remarkably bright creatures. I loved this book. This is actually one of those books that I gave 5 stars and really, really loved, but I actually never talk about it. So that's interesting that chat gave that to me when it's literally on my bookshelf. So, okay, girl, I see you. Set in a small coastal town, themes of loneliness and connection, alternates between human and non-human perspectives, quiet, reflective, and hopeful. This is actually a really good prompt, or really good prompts. 4 or 5 points. Remarkably bright creatures. Okay, we have remarkably bright creatures. I knew this one, I was very confident. What? Book 7 is a magical realism story about a house that expands with emotions. That expands with emotions? What does that mean? What does that mean? Expands with emotions? Why is the only thing coming to my mind Encanto? And La Casita. Is that what they call it? Casita. What? Oh, family saga spanning generations. Is this oh my god, I think that one is a modern classic by Gabrielle. What is the name of that book? I didn't like it. I actually DNF'd the book that I'm thinking. What the hell? I'm sorry if the angle has changed ever so slightly. My camera was overheating. So we're back now. We're still on book number 7, but I have figured it out. It's 100 Years of Solitude. I still can't remember his name, the author's name, Gabriel. Something Marquez, but Marquez. It doesn't matter. I have not been calling authors' names this entire time. I don't know why I'm stuck on that. But family saga spanning generations, that stands out to me because that's kind of the reason I ended up not loving that book so much. I think that, at least for me, the generational stories that all have the same name gets so confusing that I feel like, I don't know, as a narrative, your point kind of gets lost because it just is so confusing. For the people who understand it, great. And I also understand that there are a lot of people who just pass down names through generations, and that's a very real thing. So great representation for that, I guess. But as a reader, it was really difficult to follow. And because it's so difficult to follow, I feel like I couldn't really get attached to any of the characters or anything that was happening to them. So I did read that one. I actually read quite a lot of it and then DNF'd it. But that's what I'm thinking this one is for 4 points. But I guess... Okay. Latin American inspired setting. Yeah, I think he's Colombian. The only reason actually that I think that is because in Modern Family, I remember Gloria got like a signed edition of this book and she's Colombian. So I'm feeling like maybe there was just some kind of connection with her and him with Colombia. That could be. Anyway, love, grief, and memory shape the narrative. You know, maybe I should revisit it. I read that one many years ago, or at least tried to read it many years ago. I feel like now I'm maybe in a different place with my reading where I could really actually enjoy it. Because I reread Wuthering Heights, and the same names in different generations thing really didn't bother me. And I don't know, as I get older, I feel like I could respect a generational story a little bit more than maybe I did 5 years ago. So maybe I could revisit it. The title refers to a structure. Okay. The title refers to a structure. Is this the same book? What? The title refers to a structure. A structure? A structure is in a building? Okay, well. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. My head is completely empty. Completely empty. What do you mean? The title refers to a structure. What structure? Like a house? Latin American inspired. And it's not 100 Years of Solitude. Did he write another book that refers to a structure? Okay. My final answer is 100 Years of Solitude. If by any chance solitude is a structure, great. Good for me. Damn, I was so sure that this one was 100 Years of Solitude, but that last one with house as a structure, damn, I was so close. I was definitely wrong. I have never even heard of this book. The House of Spirits. Sure. Book 8. A romance where two writers challenge each other with dares. Is it dares? Yeah, Betrayed, right? By Emily Henry. Were they daring each other, or were they just going on like... I feel like it was dares. Like they were challenging each other to do things outside of their comfort zone kind of vibe. Yeah, I'm going to lock in Betrayed by Emily Henry for 5 points on this one. That wasn't my favorite Emily Henry book ever, but I do remember it. I had a good time. Alternates between witty banter and deeper vulnerability. Sure. I feel like anytime anybody on the internet, which is where chat would pull all of these things from, anytime somebody on the internet refers to witty banter, I think Emily Henry. So I'm still confident. Set across multiple locations during summer. Cool, yeah. Enemies to lovers dynamic. Title suggests a genre shift. This last one always gets me. What does that mean? Title suggests a genre shift. A genre shift? What is a genre shift? Are they talking about like a subgenre? So like a subgenre of romance is like a beat read. Is that what they mean? Or am I stretching to make my answer correct? I don't know. Or are they saying that her titling the book Beach Read was like a shift from her typical genre, which I know is like YA fantasy-esque or YA romantasy kind of thing. I don't know another popular romance where two writers challenge each other, unless it's about the roughest draft, but I feel like that one isn't necessarily an enemies to lovers, and it's also not them daring each other to do things. Yeah, I'm sticking with Beach Read, to be honest. I'm not sure what that genre shift thing means. The next one is Beach Read by Emily Henry, so I was also correct. Book 9, this is our second to last one. A woman wakes up every day in a different body. A woman wakes up every day in a different body. I'm instinctively thinking about, because I thought about this one for the earlier one when we were talking about Groundhog's Day. Evelyn Hardcastle. I remember it's a very similar title to Evelyn Hugo, and they were both popular at the same time. Is it the Seven Deaths? Is it the Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle? I think. That's my guess for 5 points. I mean, I might as well shoot my shot, you know? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Must solve a murder to escape the loop. Blends mystery, sci-fi, and thriller. Complex narrative structure. Title includes a number and a death. Okay, yeah. I'm very confident in that one for 5 points. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. You know what? The name could be wrong. I will admit. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle as the answer for number 9. Yeah. Okay, book number 10. Ooh! Dark Academia centered around an elite secret society. Is this that Donna taught The Secret History? I'm not sure what the actual plot of that one is, but I mean, that is the quintessential Dark Academia popular novel. So, focuses on magic tied to pain and sacrifice. Okay. Female protagonist navigating power structures. Oh! Is this Ninth House? Is it Ninth House, or is there another one that I feel like I've heard a similar description? No, I feel like it's Ninth House. Set at a prestigious university. Christmas series. Okay, then it's definitely not The Secret History. So I'm thinking then that it's Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I haven't read that. I don't really love Dark Academia, especially when it deals with like sacrifices and like almost cult like secret societies. I don't really love that. I don't really expose myself to it, but I have heard about it, and I think that's what I'm locking in as my answer for, what is it, 3 points? I think that one is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I'm nervous to see my answers. Coming in at number 10, we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This was actually so much fun. Why was that so much fun? I loved filming this video. Let me know how many you guessed down below. I think I didn't do that bad. I definitely was scared for a few of them, but it turned out fine. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.